Welcome to episode number 30, episode over the show 20 postseason series, and today we're playing game 4 of the NLCS between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Game 4 in Chicago, Dodgers up 2-1. Red Sox is using the NLCS. They won the pennant. Yep, they won the pennant. They won 2-1 in 12 innings, and they won the pennant. So, and then only had 4 hits. The Red Sox got 1 in the 8th. Indians got 1 in the 9th. And because the RBI had ground out by Oscar Mercado. I don't know why the infield was bad. I'd have to check that, but I assume they would have been in, but they weren't. And it was a ground ball to the second baseman. It was Pedroia. I think it was actually. It was Pedroia, and I think Bodart's Pedroia. I didn't play Bodart's. Yeah. So it was ground ball Pedroia or Bodart's. I can't remember who was in the. I second base in the 9th inning. Yeah, Dearden got the winning move to 2-0. Yeah, you got 2-0. Yeah, that's apparently 2-0. Yeah, you didn't see Bodart's ran. Huh. And yeah, Dearden on the 2-0, and the Hunter Wood fell to 0-1. Yeah, the one walk was intentional. It wasn't not intentional. As you can see, you saw the blue controller up on the stand, like I said in ago. Well, I'm using the camera controllers. I haven't used it in a while, so that's what I'm gonna do. This one's Wednesday, October 14, 2020. MLB Network, game 7:05 p.m. Central Time. It's John Lester versus Roger Buehler. There we go. Because of the Go controller and the Dodgers of the camera controller. That's Justin Turner for the Dodgers, Wilson Insurance for the Cubs, home uniform for the Cubs, alternate road uniforms for the Dodgers. We're in the field, Senate Olds Park in the majors, holds 41,649, opened in 1914. There's an show on broadcast, themes out, we know what counts on. And the cloud was partly cloudy. No, I'll leave it like that. I left it like that for game 5 of the ALCS. This is game 4 of the NLCS. So it was partly cloudy. Usually I switch to the clear skies. But I did it for game 5 of the ALCS, so I'm not doing it for game 4 of the NLCS. Obviously, game 5 of the ALCS without camera. Yeah, my righty versus lefty, 90 versus 79. This is playing for the first time in a while with this in the series, does it? And then yeah. So then I'll switch any of it, and then up here. And then here, yeah, Pollard and left because Peterson's a left-hander. And then I'm gonna put Hernandez at second. And then, do I do it? I mean, Barnes, has him at RBI. I know, and then do I? I did do it for I think game 3 of the NLDS between between the Dodgers and Roddy. That was in Colorado. I took Cedar and replaced Turner. So I don't know if I play Cedar or Taylor at short. Taylor can play short. And yeah, he didn't play second, but any position besides first base, pitcher, catcher, and first base. So. Yeah. And then the only lefties Bellinger and Muncy in the lineup. And then for the only, obviously it doesn't matter for the Cubs because they're facing a righty. The lefties is Rizzo, Schwarber, Hayward, Kipnis, and Lester. And obviously for Kipnis, I'm not going to take him out because he's not going to play for. He only plays against righties, and the Dodgers have 4 lefties in their starting rotation. So I replaced Lehman Lutz with T.J. Hernandez at center base, and I replaced Corey Seager with Chris Taylor at shortstop. And then no change for the Cubs. Now, I am the play-up on sports game. Matt Masterson is at what he usually is. He's not turned down or anything. No.
I'll put the dogs in.
Are you leaving? Have fun. But yeah, Matt Masterson is not turned down. No. Not like he wasn't in the last episode of my Nationals franchise. And this should be no, but 4 should be done at 4. So Leonard's in at 3 out. If you're watching when I post it, 7 should be Vinny J. Vinny J wrote the show. Last 2 series of the first half. Here we go. I'm the play-by-play on sports game. The Red Sox already punched their ticket to the World Series. And then this is 2-1. 2 games. The Dodgers lead 2 games to 1. But they can't command a 3-1 series lead. And that means they have to turn out 3-1 by winning Game 5 at home and Game 6 and 7 both in LA. Well, they came back down 3-1 over the Indians in the 2016 World Series. We are here at Wrigley Field in Chicago, Illinois, for Game 4 of the 2020 NLCS between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi there, I'm Vinny J here in 3042, 18 in the Man Cave. One of our exclusive posting coverage here on MLB Network. As it's Game 4, it's 2-1. The Dodgers lead 2 games to 1. Dodgers won 5-4 in Game 1. The Cubs won 5-3 in Game 2. And the Dodgers won 4-2. And the Dodgers won 4-2 in Game 3. Yeah, please entertain this series in all 6 games. Lions first pitch coming up next. Yeah, please send this series in all 6 games. Could be right, could be wrong. John Lester, 1 star in the postseason, no record, 2.57 ERA, 7 innings pitched, 10 hits, 1.43 WHIP, no walks, 1 strikeout. His bets, 1 RBI, is 4th on the Dodgers now. The 14 basketball cutter, sweeping curve, changeup, and a cinder. Lester is number 2, isn't he? Yeah, 3. So he pitched in Game 3 of the NLDS. Chicago's gonna win at 4, 3, and 10 ends or something. That's a line drive, and that's foul. 58 degrees, partly cloudy, wind 5 miles per hour, blowing in from center field. 58 degrees, partly cloudy, wind 5 miles per hour, blowing out. I thought I saw in. Yeah, it's in. Oh yeah. 58 degrees, partly cloudy. 58 degrees, partly cloudy, wind 5 miles per hour, blowing in from center field. 58 degrees, partly cloudy, wind 5 miles per hour, blowing in from center field. Here we go. 1-2 down to Mookie Betts. That's a fly ball in the corner, going towards the sidewall. Mikey does out catch, and he crashes against the wall after the catch. 1 down. And the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers: Mookie Betts, Max Muncy, Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger, AJ Pollock, Chris Taylor at shortstop, Will Smith, T.J. Hernandez at center base, and the pitcher Waddy Buehler. 57 average, 257 average last year for the Dodgers. I think that's a 5th. That's a 5th in the NL, but it was a 257 average, and it wasn't 1st. I think it was a 5th. 1-2 down. That's a fly ball. That is hit well, but it will die in the half's glove. 2 down. Here comes Turner. 1 for 12 with a 0.83 average home runs and RBIs. Well, that's in the post. No, it's not. It's in the series because he's got 251 home runs, 2 RBIs. He's 1 for 12 in the series. There we go. 1-2 down. That's a ground ball. That's up the middle. And and he's gonna cut it off, and he's now 2 for 13 in the series. And by the way, here's 6 for 13 in the series, 462 average, home runs, 2 RBIs. Because if you looked at his other stats, he's batting 480. So, I might have said in the previous videos that the stats was 6 for 13. I said I'd be in the postseason. I said maybe or I actually might have said that off camera too, and I said on camera too, or I said 6 for 13 was in the postseason, or I said I don't know how many hits he had and how many at bats. I said that in the postseason. I said on camera, but I might have just said it off camera. But if I said it on camera, it's actually Joey Bellinger 6 for 13 in the series. No, yeah, 3-2 count. I said round ball, shit in the inning. Chipman flips to the line for the fourth center base, and the inning's over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Touchdown on the bat, no score in game 5. Game 4. Game 4. Dodgers up 2-1. Here's Walker Buehler. 1 start in the postseason, 1 on record, 2.25 ERA, 8 innings pitched, 8 hits, 1 whip, no walks, no strikeouts. And that was in game 2 of the NLDS against the Rockies that game was in LA. That's foul ball. Here's Brian on a homer in game 3. It's game 4 of the NLCS. Dodgers up 2-1. 4-seam fastball, slider, cutter, knuckle curve, and a 2-seam fastball from Buehler. Here we go, 2-2 count. That's all. Tapper at the Buehler. Throw to Muncy, 1 down. And here's the starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs. Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, Javier Baez, Kyle Schwarber, Wilson Contreras, Jason Hayward, Ian Att, Justin Tipnis, and his pitcher John Lester. 257 average last year for the Cubs, 7 in the NL. So that means that they had a 252 average, the Dodgers had 257. So yeah, the Dodgers were 5th in the NL for average last year, and the Cubs were 7th in the NL for average last year. There's a line drive, shot up by Turner against the shift. Throw to first, 2 down. Postseason Brad, as you can see, the Red Sox already punched it. As you can see, the Red Sox already they're already playing the American League pennant. They won 4-1 over the Indians. And the winner of this series will play the Boston Red Sox in the World Series. And it just depends. I'm not sure. The Cubs and the Red Sox both had the same record last year, so I'm not. If the Dodgers face the Red Sox, the Dodgers have home field advantage. If the Cubs face the Red Sox, they both went 84 and 78 last year, so I'm not sure. It's not up to a tiebreaker to determine who has home field advantage if the Cubs made it to the World Series. And if they do, obviously, the winner of the series plays the Red Sox. And the Dodgers play them, they have home field advantage. If the Cubs play them, I don't know, because they both of them went 84 and 78, so up to a tiebreaker. We're through 1, the score is 0-0. Actually broadcast a real preseason game at 1:05 and 11:40 right now. My dad obviously just went to the store. Going on town. That's a ground ball. Going to his left is Baez. Throw to first, zips it over there, Don, and 1 down. Here comes Chris Taylor. 7th start in the postseason. His first start was in game 3 of the NLDS against the Rockies in Colorado. That's a ground ball at the middle base hit. 1 out sent over Chris Taylor. Anywhere besides pitcher, catcher, and first base. There's Will Smith. That's it. Yeah, he has a 4-seam fastball, cutter, sweeper, curve, changeup, and a sinker. 1 on town. And he swung and missing the sweep and curve. 1-2 count. That's the ground left to be 2. Second 1. First. Double play. In and over. Well, and Jason Tipnis really took paid the price at center base. Middle of 2, score 0-0. And sorry, you missed the Cubs defense. Here's Schwarber. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. Turner against shift. Throw to first. It's like a rainbow, but they still down him. 1 down. Here's the defense for the Los Angeles Dodgers. AJ Pollock, Cody Bellinger, Odod Lovelace, Mookie Betts, also Odod Lovelace here in the outfield. Nance Muncy, Tito Hernandez, Chris Taylor, Tristan Turner in the infield, and Will Smith behind the plate. Obviously, Walker Buehler on the mound. Here we go. Here's Contreras. We're going down, and that is in there, 3-2. Not let on to the umpires. I kind of waited a little too late. Here the umpire on the side were Dane for the 2020 NLCS. Behind the plate, Ricky Holiday at first base, Dale Parker at center base, Matthew Rawson at third base, Dave Lawrence. These are the same umpires from Dane 3. Yeah, for Dane 1 and 2, they wasn't this crew. This is something this crew's done, but they go the opposite way they do in real life. In real life, they go home, third, second, first, home. Here they're going home, first, second, third, home. Actually, that's not it. Behind the plate, Ricky Holiday at first base, Dale Parker at center base, Matthew Ross, and at third base, Dave Lawrence. So in this world, they're doing the opposite way they do in real life. 32 down. That's a ground ball. Contreras had a go-ahead solo home in the top of the ninth in game 2, and that's going to be a throw to first by Hernandez. 2 down. Here's Hayward. 4 for 8 in the series, 500 average, no home runs, 1 RBI. Right? Yeah. Postseason he's been at 435, no home runs, 3 RBIs. Series been at 4 for 8, 500 average, no home runs, 1 RBI. That's a liner at Bullis! There! Just missed the ball or ball boy on the left field line, and that's a double. My goodness, that almost hit the ball boy. That went between him and the wall. A double by Hayward, and he's the first hit of the game for the Cubs. And here comes Ian Happ, 280 average, 1 home run, 4 RBIs. My goodness, I mean, like, what? So he doubled the left. That's all it says. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. I meant it. You know what? On the nose. Was it fair? I said it over the bat, and umpire had to like jump out of the way. It almost hit him. If you zoom in, I didn't hit him. It looks like it went through the bottom of his shoe. Yeah, it definitely hit the bottom of his left shoe. That was Dave Lawrence on there. So no. Now look, it bounces, ball doesn't move, hits the wall, hits the wall basically right to the right of the ball boy, and then it keeps going. I mean, like, he doesn't even move. Well, I've seen it once, actually. I think it was the game 2 of the Astros and Rays in my last postseason bracket, where I actually hit a reliever. Hit the reliever's lead. It was down the first pitch, since it was a Rays reliever, it was warming up. Fair ball. And they didn't say it was like dead or anything. It continued. I thought it was foul, but it was fair. Hit the chalk, and then it bounced and hit him in the knee, and and there was a live ball still. So in real life, I didn't have hit a reliever warming up. Well, I think in real life, I seen as I went there to Tampa Bay last time, the ball boy comes out, and well, because obviously it comes out and like stands in front of the pitcher, or not right in front of him, but like toward the side, so and takes a ball. Because obviously, with the A's in Oakland, the pitcher's back towards the plate, and every other ballpark that has the bullpen on foul territory, the catcher's bat is to the pitcher's bat is to the plate, so he just like protects the well, I think he just protects the pitcher and the catcher if there's any foul balls. Obviously the bullpen catcher. 3-2 down. That's a foul ball. 3-2 count. That's a ground ball. Just missed Contreras. Hayward. Throw to first. Low pitch by Nance Muncy. No home run after a 2-out double. We're through 2. The score is 0-0. Tito Hernandez replaced center base, and they replaced him with They replaced Devin Lutz with C.J. Hernandez at center base because Lutz is a lefty and they're facing a lefty. That's why they put the righty in. That was hit on the nose, but a short up by Baez. Throw to first is in time, 1 down. I mean, he threw that from the edge of the infield there and the edge of the outfield grass. And here comes the pitcher. I mean, that was a perfect 106 miles per hour at the bat. Los Angeles 2 degrees, but 104 miles per hour at the bat. That's a fly ball. Look, Hayward going to his, and that ball is gonna be hit the warning track and down to the seats on the bounce. As Hayward had to run a long way to his left and in. 1-2 count. That's a line drive. That ball is over the leaping head of Rizzo when the pitcher's on. A 1-out single by the pitcher Buehler, and here comes Betts. Betts is on count up anyways, but it could have been no runners on, 2 outs. 1-1 count of Betts now. That was hit on the nose again, and it got past Baez. So a single by Buehler, now a single by Betts, and here comes Muncy with 2 runners on and 1 away. And they're on a slap. So a single by Buehler and now an E sits by Baez. They slap Baez with the E sits. And here does Muncy. So the runner first throws it, the runner and run. 1-1 count. That's a ground back to Lester. Baez and the error that came at the haunt the CUBS. Middle of 3 to score 0-0. 8-9-1 due up for the CUBS. Bottom of the third, Tipnis. Then Tipnis. I'm not sure that 9's in the top of the order, and Brian. No, 2-1 count. That's a ground ball against the shift, but he hit it right to Turner. Sure that 5-3 ground out, although it later 6-3 ground, either way it was 1 down. And it's John Lester. I was like, it's a national day in the pitchers that night, or 8th, like Sun tasted like the 9 bat then. I did the NL wild card, and the pitcher was batting 8. So can he match Buehler with the hit maybe? Buehler throws right, bats right. Lester bats, throws left, bats left. Some pitchers like, and he swung at strike 3. As Buehler blows the fastball by his opposing pitcher. Now it's a 3-1 hitter count to lead off and Chris Bryant. That's hit on the nose, but right to Muncy in and over. We're through 3 in Game 4 of the scores. The Dodgers 0 and the CUBS 0. The Dodgers have no runs on 3 hits, no errors. The CUBS have no runs on 1 hit, 1 error. The 1 hit for the CUBS was a Hayward double. That's a ground ball to Tipnis. 1 down. One on down. That's a line drive, and it's between Baez and Bryant, and it's a 1-out single for Cody Bellinger. Three-two count. That's a gravel off of Lester, and it got past Rizzo. Flipped to Lester, got him. A really bizarre play. Rizzo's on his knees by the first base, by the coaching box. And I think that scored 1-3-1 because they hit the pitcher. Yeah, scored position is a 1-3-1 ground out because it hit the pitcher, and then 1-3-1 ground. Here comes Taylor, batting .500 in the postseason. Yeah, Pollock ground out to Pollock ground out the pitcher on a foot hit 1-3-1 because it hit the pitcher and went first base and then went back to the pitcher. Here we go. The runner does move up to center base. That's all a tap or bat to Lester. Throw to first is in time. Throw out 1-3 ground, not a 1-3 ground out. Middle of 4, the score remains 0-0. Here's Rizzo. 2-3-4 due up for the CUBS in the bottom of the 4th. Here we go, 1-2 count. That's a line drive against the shift, and that took it all the way to the warning track. And that did all the way to the warning track and the ivy. And it's going to be a lead-off over Rizzo. And that's the go-ahead run. Both 2 hits for the CUBS. Hayward double, now Rizzo double. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. That ball is fair over the bag. Muncy steps on the bat himself. Score at 3. It's the ground ball. Runner's over to third. 1 down now. That was just fair. Here's Schwarber. Doe at third base, only 1 away, 2 on count. That's a fly ball. That ball is hit well. Retreated. It's Bellinger. That ball is gone. Kyle Schwarber with the home run, and it's 2-0 Cubs. And the pitchers, the early pitchers are dancing in the Cubs bullpen under the stand in left center field. Schwarber with a solo homer, Kyle Schwarber with a 2-run homer to left center field. His first home run of the series, and I believe his second home run of the postseason. And it's 2-0 Cubs here in the bottom of the fourth. At least his first home run. This is his first home run of the series, and I think it said it in the postseason. I think it said it. So here comes Contreras. Yeah, first home run of the series, second home run of the postseason. What? Then at 412 or 424, on base percentage of 412. Not sure why it's lower than his average. And 33 at bats, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs in the postseason. So first home run of the series, second home run of the postseason for Schwarber. 2-0 now, 2-2 count. I said round ball, ball. It's past to Ivan Hernandez. So throw to first, not in time. And there's a 1-out base runner, and now they're trying to send their lead. Here comes Hayward, who had the first hit for the Cubs. I said round left could be 2. Turner, Hernandez, Muncy, and low throw by Hernandez, but pitched by Muncy. Into a 2-run homer by Kyle Schwarber to left center field. His first home run of the series and second home run of the postseason. The score is the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers 0. We're back here in Chicago. Let's go on the field check in with Tony on these. If the Cubs win this game, that means the Dodgers will have to go back home if they want to win the series. There will be a game 6. There will be a game 6 in the series, and Dane Place will be right how long the series will go, or could be right. I guess if it goes 7 games, he's not right, but if the Cubs win this game, that means Dane Place a 50-50 chance he's right. Chance for 50% chance that he's right, or 50% chance he's not right. 50% is if the series goes 7 games. 1-2 count. That's a fly ball. Going to his right is Hayward. And look at his in right center field. 2 down. Well, he just has no catch in right center field. And here comes the pitcher. But the Dodgers have no run, 4 hits, no errors. And that's a line drive. Caught by Kipnis in and over. I have 1 home here in game 4. The score is the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers 0. 7, 8, 9 up for the Cubs in the top and the bottom of the 5th. Here's Ian Happ. And then Kipnis in the pitcher spot. The line drive caught by Turner. 1 down. And here comes Kipnis, and that's a pitcher spot. 2-2 count. That's a line drive. Retreated is Bellinger. And he avoided his own catch in left center field. Over the shoulder catch by Bellinger in left center field. I was like his own catch too, which means nothing move. 2 down. And here's the pitcher spot now. 0 for 1 in the game. And then Buehler's 1 for 2. That's a tapper fielded by Smith about 3 feet in front of the plate and an over. We're through 5. The score is the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers 0. Dodgers have no runs on 4 hits, no errors. The Cubs have 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. That's Hayward has a double. That's a round ball. That ball is up the middle. Hit by Betts. 1, 2, 3 up for the Dodgers in the top of the 6th. Here comes Muncy as a tying run. Here comes Muncy. 1 on count. That's a fly ball. The ball is hit well. Retreated is Schwarber on the track. Letting his own catch on the track about 7 feet or 7 to 10 feet in front of the ivy. 2 down. It's in the corners. Here comes Turner. First count. That is low. Ball 4. 2 runners on, 1 out. Turner at first base. Go enter at the play, and the go enter Tyler at first base is Turner. Turner at first, Betts at second. Bellinger no runner at the plate. That's a line drive, and it is avoided his own touch by half in center field. Two outs now. 2 runners on, 2 outs now. Best chance of the game for the Dodgers. And here comes A.J. Pollock. Had the ground into a 1-3-1 ground out last time. 1 on town. That's a line drive. Come on, that's thrown up by Chipman. And it's caught, I guess. I'm not sure what happened, but middle set the score is 2-0 Cubs. If the Cubs win this game, the series will at least go 6 games. That means the Cubs will have to go out to LA, but if they want to win the series, they would have to anyways because they're not up 2-1. So that means, but for the Dodgers, if the Cubs win this game, that means you have to go out to LA. For the Cubs, if you win this game, which is a good, I mean, if the Cubs win this game, there will be a game 6. That means the series will go out to LA no matter who wins game 5. If the Cubs win this game, and if the Cubs win this game, it becomes a best of 3, and the series will go out to LA for game 6. Game 5 is back in Chicago, but if it's 2-2 after 4 games, no one's gonna win it in game 5, and then place it will be 50% chance he's right, 50% chance he's wrong. The only way he's only wrong is if the series goes 7 games, which I mean, all the division series, both ALDSs went 4 games. Cubs and National series went 4 games, and the Dodgers and Rowdy series went 3. No, and then obviously the ALCS only went 5. So I want at least if this series doesn't go 7 games, I want the World Series to go 7 games. Here's Chris Bryant. I mean, they're up by 2. Dodgers down to final 9 outs, 1-2 count. That's a ground ball, attempts to shift right to Muncy. Throw to Buehler, and he sits on the back. Score at 3-1 ground out, 1 down. Here comes Rizzo. 1 on town. That's a fly ball, a long run to his right hand, and it is passed. He tried to dive for it, and it goes all the way to the warning track. And Rizzo was around third or around second, and he's in there with a 1-out triple. As Pollard had to go to his right, go to his right and in. Didn't work. Had to go in, and it was right, but then it worked. Runner at third, 1 out now. That's a line drive. It's 2-2 to Baez, the cover athlete of MLB The Show 20, which I'm playing right now. 2-2 count. That's a ground ball. Throw home as it's offline. Safe at first. It's 3-0. Should have just took the out because, I mean, here's Schwarber, and they're probably gonna call that an error. Yeah, Baez reached first on a fielder's choice, 1 RBI. That's what they call that. They go home now. 2-2 count. That's a ground ball, and it's passed. The lunging Turner. 2 runners on, 1 out. Should be running first 2 outs, not 2 runners on, 1 out. I mean, if you just got to eat the out at home, don't go home unless anyway, I want. That's a line drive, and that shouldn't get in, but there's only 2 outs. 2 runners on, 2 outs now. It's 3-0 Cubs. Dodgers not nomination day, but they should take a strain all 3 minutes, 3-1 series lead. But they lose, and they'll have to go out to LA at least, or game 6 and maybe 7, and then the series, if the Cubs win this game, will become a best of 3. 1 on town. That's a ground ball. That ball's off the bed. Fielded by Turner. Fair ball. Got him. That's a bizarre way to end the inning. And the Cubs turn a pair of runners, and the set the score is now 3-0 Cubs. So back in the third of the day, Dodgers had 9 more outs to work with, down by 3. If they don't come back, then the series is going to tie at 2, and they'll have to at least head to LA for game 6 and maybe 7. This series, the Cubs win this game, it will become a best of 3. It's a throw at first, and he pulled Rizzo at the bat. Scores decision is a base hit because he probably would have been safe or nearly a 1 on town. That's a ground ball, no one's there. So a infield single by Taylor, and then a single by Smith. 2 runners on, nobody out. And now they're in business here. Here comes C.J. Hernandez. And they're starting to warm up Jeremy Jeffers in the Cubs bullpen under the stands in left center field. Here we go. And he's on a bunt, although that's a ground ball. It's short, feeling like short. Second one. First! Safe as he beat it by a step or less. The runners in the corner is 1 out, so they tried it at now it's a pitcher spot. Austin Barnes will pinch it for the pitcher. Here we go, 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. That ball is passed without even hitting it. It's an RBI single by the pinch hitter Barnes. Throw to first, safe, and it's 3-1. Here comes Betts. With a time run at first pitch is Barnes, and the go-ahead run which is him at the plate. Here we go. 3-1 now. That's a ground ball. Could be two. Just missed Hernandez. Second one. That's a double play. 6-4-3 double play. The Dodgers hit one bat, but they also leave a pair of runners. 7-minute stretch time here at the field in Chicago, Illinois. The Stores, the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers 1. 7-8-9 do it for the Cubs in the bottom of 7th. And then Brennan, Daryl Florio. Dylan Flora. 1 appearance in the postseason, 1 NL record, no saves, no save opportunities, 1 innings pitched, no ERA, no strikeouts, no walks, no averages right-handed batters, and no averages left-handed batters. And a center, slider, 14 fastball, and a changeup. And went 1-1 count. Foul ball. Here we go. 1-2 count. That's a round ball. Going to his left is Taylor. Behind second. Throw it to Muncy. Got it by a step or less. 1 down. Here comes Fitness. Pitcher's about to follow. 1-1 count. Foul ball. 1-1 count. That was a Hayden pitch. That's Hayden slider going back. Bellinger. Later to don't touch in center field. Hayden slider, perfect, but it died and going into Bellinger's glove. And Daniel Escalso pinch it for John Lester. He's the only guy that doesn't have a hit in the postseason yet. Everyone else does, and everyone for the Dodgers have a postseason hit. That's a foul ball. So everyone on both teams have a postseason hit besides the Escalsos on the Cubs. Here we go. 1-2 count. He's 0 for 2 in the postseason. Both at bats. Pinch hitter and the pincher at the ground ball back to Florio, and he's now 0 for 3 in the postseason. That's the inning. 1-7 the score. The Cubs 3 and the Dodgers 1. Dodgers have 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. The Cubs have 3 runs and 6 hits, 1 error. So the Dodgers have 2 more hits than the Cubs. The Cubs have 2 more runs than the Dodgers. And here comes. I saw the one about Craig Kimbrough's. I believe he's 2 or 3 on saves. I know that's 2 saves. He's 2 for 3 on saves or 2 for 4 on saves. Here comes Jeremy Jeffers. 3 appearances in the postseason, no record, no saves, no save opportunities. 6 innings pitched, 1.50 ERA, no strikeouts, no walks. 3.75 average versus right-handed batters and a 1.33 average versus left-handed batters. 2-3-4 do up for the Dodgers in the top of the 8th. Muncy and then 2-3-4. Foul ball. Down foul. 6 outs, down by 2. 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, knuckle curve, and a splitter. 2-2 count. That was knuckle curve right against the shed. Throw to first. 1 down. And here comes John Lester's stats. 7 innings pitched, 8 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, no strikeouts, and not 32 pitches thrown. It was like, it was like 80 or something. No, 1-1 count. That's a gravel pitch, Jeffers! And just went over the center base bad. Time run coming to the plate, and for him, I believe, Cody Bellinger. Here comes Cody Bellinger. That's a ground ball. Could be 2. Second one. First. Bellinger beats it out. Runner at first, so he traded places to Turner. And here comes Pollock. 2-2 count. That's all Tapper. Field by Jeffers. Gotta hurry. In and over. Middle of 8, the score remains 3-1 Chicago. 1-2-3 do it for the Cubs and the bottom of the 8th. Here we go, 2-2 count. That's all Tapper. Back to Floro. Go to first, 1 down. Righty's warming up in the Cubs bullpen. The closer Craig Kimbrough, no action in the Dodgers bullpen. Here we go. 2-1 count. That's a fly ball going back Bellinger, and it's routine 1 down or 2 down. Javier Baez. I said round ball. Yeah, he did hit an RBI though on the fielder's choice. Go to first. 2 down. It should have been an RBI ground up over the fielder's choice, but still counts it over. The Dodgers need 2 in the time, 3 to hit the lead in the top of the 9th, and to bait the score. The Cubs 3 and the Dodgers 1. Here we go. Well, I mean, even if Hernandez went home, if he went the first, they still would have scored. Here's Taylor. It's due up. It's 6-7-8 due up. Yeah, 6-7-8 due up for the Dodgers in the top of the 9. Taylor, Smith, Hernandez, and then the pitcher spot. And here comes Craig Kimbrell. 4 appearances in the postseason. 0-1 after got the loss in Game 1 of the NLDS against the Nationals in DC. 2 for 4 on saves. 3 2/3 innings pitched. 7.36 ERA. No strikeouts, no loss. 6.56 average with the right-hand batters, and what I think. 657 averages right-handed batters, and I believe a 333 average is left-handed batters. It wasn't 330s. It might have been 338, but it was 333 or 338 averages left-handed batters. But it was definitely 667 average versus right-handed batters, and a 333 average or a 338 average versus left-handed batters. Here we go. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. Fielded by Tennis, off balance, gone, and 1 down. If you're the Dodgers, you got it. I mean, you have Jock Peterson on the bench. Here we go, Smith, 1-0 down. That's a fly ball. Ball is Rott. Retreating is Hayward. And it like it goes out catch and straight on right field over the shoulder. 2 down, and Dodgers on a final out. The only player at the RBI is Austin Barnes to pinch it for the pitcher. They're on the final strike and out. 1-2 down. That's a ground ball that should do it. Throw to first by Titness. It's in time, and the Cubs win 3-1 over the Dodgers in Game 4 and have tied the series at 2 games apiece. And this series is at least going back to Game 7, Game 6, and maybe Game 7. But now the series has turned into a best of 3 because it's series is tied up. A best of 7 series is tied up at 2 games apiece. After 4 days, it becomes a best of 3. And the Cubs won Game 4, 3-1 over the Dodgers. And they tie the series up at 2 games apiece, and they turn this best of 7 series into a best of 3 series. There you go. One less letter. Line score. Losing pitcher for the Dodgers, Walker Buehler. Top hitter for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. Winning pitcher for the Cubs, John Lester, and winning pitcher and the top hitter for the Cubs, Anthony Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo, number 44, the first baseman, their top player of the game for Game 4. And by the way, for the road team, when they show the final line score after postseason day on the MLB Network, for the road team, it says for the home team, for the road team, it says the team name. So for here the Dodgers, it would say the Dodgers. For the Cubs, it says Chicago. No matter, I might have said that the team that lost, it would have their like team, like for the Dodgers they lost, so it would say Los Angeles. For the Cubs, it would say Cubs. The home team the road team would always be Los Angeles. Or the road team will always be their team name. So for the Dodgers, it would be the Cubs, and for the home team will always be where they are, like what city they're in. For the Cubs, it will be Chicago, no matter who wins the game. And there's the stats. Yeah.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Cubbies have evened up the series at 2 wins apiece. John Lester gets the W on the mound, so that'll put a wrap on this evening. For my partners, Mark DeRosa and Lee Zach and
Walker Buehler.
This has been a special presentation of MLB.
John Lester gets the win. He was a 1-0 in the postseason. Walker Buehler gets a loss. He falls to 1-1 in the postseason, and Craig Kimbrell to save his 3rd of the postseason and his 5th save opportunity, so he's 3 or 5 on saves. Ever in that game got a hit. Well, Muncy didn't. So the Dodgers, Muncy didn't, Pollock didn't, Hernandez didn't, and then obviously they only had one pinch hitter for the Cubs. Bryant didn't do any, Bynes didn't do any. Obviously the RBI on the fielder's choice, but even if he threw a first and got him out there, it would have been an RBI ground, not an RBI fielder's choice. But same thing, it doesn't have a hit. And then Hampton did a hit, Tiverson did a hit, and then obviously the Strauss did a hit. Only one strikeout was by Lester, and then no walks for the Cubs. One walk for the, it was obviously thrown by Lester. It was a walk for Turner. Turner went 2 for 3 in the game. But player of the game was Rizzo, went 2 for 4 with a triple, a double, and 2 runs scored. So he scored 2 of the 3 runs for the Cubs, and then Schwarber scored the only other one for the home run. Yeah, Rizzo had the triple, and then Schwarber homered after that. So he scored on that, and then he scored one of the other runs. And then Hayward went 1 for 3 with a double. Contreras went 1 for 3. And then for the Dodgers, Hayward went 2 for 4, scored the only run. Turner went 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk. Barnes went 1 for 1 with drove in the only run. He's a pinch hitter, and then Betts went 1 for 4. Yeah. I have 2-0 about 4. I'm not sure what I'll do now. Well, because obviously tomorrow, this is going up on Tuesday, so tomorrow will be game 5 of the NLCS, and then Friday will be game 6, and then, Friday, and then Saturday will be game 1 of the World Series, or game 7 of the NLCS, depends which series. If the series NLCS is over in Cincinnati, Saturday will be game 1 of the World Series. If it's not over in Cincinnati, then it'll be game 7, and then Monday will be game 1 of the World Series, and then I'm excited they're in Minnesota, and by the way, there might be a vlog on Friday, or on Vinny J going up on Sunday, but Friday, I haven't done a vlog in a while. I don't know, last vlog was Corpus Christi, and obviously the last video, which, I don't know, because of the Twins winning, vlog on lunch, obviously I would use this camera, but this camera did better, but just the SD card is about half as smaller, or about 18 gigabytes, the one in my other camera is 36, but my old camera, but I thought these are interchangeable. They're not, though. They're not interchangeable. That's not. I mean, that might not be able to film a damn video in Minnesota. If I don't do a vlog, I probably can. But if I do a vlog, I don't want to be in the middle of a vlog and say there's not enough space, dude. Then I don't want to. But yeah, I did do a expansion draft franchise series in NHL 19. NHL 19 Austin done the expansion draft franchise series. I did episode there. I'm not sure. Now I'll do the show. Besides you can play it, I'll probably do that, because maybe I can do 2 road shows, because I probably won't do a full game, like franchise or anything, because first of all, usually those videos are 50 to an hour, road shows only usually like 40 minutes, and when I do NBA, or, because I've done, where I did a full game, plus, so I probably didn't maybe do a full game, and maybe road show as well, but to be safe, I can do 2 road shows or something, I don't know. Because I definitely probably want to do that. The Star Force is near its playoffs, obviously. That's the series. That's the last 2 series of the year. 3 against Pirates at home, and 3 against the Reds in Cincinnati. Which hopefully that will be soon, because I'm already there in real life. But yeah, tomorrow will be a Dash Receiver of the show, All-Star game, and then at least the first series of the second half, and then postseason. I'm not sure what order. Vinny J should be done up in a few hours. I scheduled it earlier today, so it should be out of order, but that should be done up at 7, so a few hours. So yeah, well, that's how I close the No Borders Gets episode with the like button. Just subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, expensive friends about these videos. And I'm going to see you in episode number 31. That's MLB The Show 20 Postseason Series. See you in episode number 31, and eat on a bacon.